Good morning. Welcome to another episode of Redneck Tailgators. This is where we talk everything hunting, fishing, and college football. Oh, we're here. What's the name of this place again?
This is the Taste of Heaven Homestead.
We're at the Taste of Heaven Homestead, and boy, it is a little piece of heaven. I have Granddaddy filming today, and we had a beautiful morning, beautiful hunt. I sat in this quad pod right here, which wasn't the original plan. The original plan was to sit in a pop-up like this. So I called Granddaddy. I said, hey, you gonna sit in the pop-up with me and film this morning's hunt? He said, the pop-up got destroyed in the spring storm last year. So I'm like scrambling around last minute. I don't have a pop-up to my name. I called Dominic the Spaniard. Dominic, you got a pop-up? Same thing. He didn't put it up after the deer season spring storm blew it across the ranch. So anyway, I get here yesterday, last minute. The feeder goes off at 5. I'm here at 5:15. I'm like, I'm not going to get a pop-up until after the hunt. I'm just going to go to Wally World and get a pop-up. So I get up in this quad pod and I put the burlap wrap around me to keep me hidden from the deer. And I had whitetails all over the feeder. Just didn't feel comfortable about them being close enough to get a shot. The biggest goal, two goals in the two hunts, yesterday's hunt and today's hunt, was number one, help Granddaddy get some of these whitetails off here. He's just got way too many whitetail. And then we really wanted to harvest an axis to split down the middle, half the deer in our freezer and half the deer in Granddaddy's freezer, because the meat is the creme de la creme of venison. Just, you're not going to find better venison in the world than the axis. So we were 1 for 2. We got our whitetail doe, and I actually finally, it took me 5 episodes, but I got it on film. So after this podcast, if you want to see it, you can watch me filming the harvest of the whitetail doe this morning. If you don't want to see an animal get killed, just don't watch it. It's that simple. But anyway, it was a great time. Just a little history on me meeting Granddaddy. I was on a axis porch hunt in Ingram, Texas. And you say, Swab, what is an axis porch hunt? An axis porch hunt is exactly what it means. You sit on a porch, drink coffee, and you wait for an axis to show up. They only show up about 1 out of 10 times. They're not like whitetail. They don't cooperate with you. But anyway, me and Granddaddy share a relationship with Belly Hardy. He builds probably the best custom cabinets you're going to find in the hill country. And so I sell him lacquer, and Granddaddy buys cabinets from him, and we're both there. We meet for the first time on this axis porch hunt. We start talking about our kids. I'm talking about my oldest, Mackenzie, and he's talking about his wonderful son, Hunter. And we're thinking, man, we got to get our kids together. They're about the same age. They're both Christians. We really felt like they need to connect. Long story short, that we all get together at Wedding Oak Winery, Fredericksburg, Texas. Hunter does gigs. He's an amazing musician. Mackenzie meets Hunter. They hit it off. And the rest is history. They're married today for 4 years now?
4 years.
4 years, and they've given us 2 beautiful grandbaby boys. And we just couldn't be more prouder than both of them. So anyway, that's a little story there and how we met. And we just had a great time this morning. A little story on the pop-up. We're going to put this pop-up after yesterday's hunt. We were going to set it up by this mesquite. It was dark. And me and Granddaddy, we're not real big on reading instructions. And man, this thing kicked our tail. We could not get this thing to pop up. I've put up 2 in the past. I think I bought one from Tractor Supply, and I just popped the thing up and staked it in, and I had it up in 10 minutes. Well, we worked on this and worked on this and worked on this, and man, neither one of us are cussers, but we were almost cussing last night, and we finally gave up, and I said, we're gonna have to do this in the morning. Anyway, after the morning hunt, harvested doe, we finally got this thing set up. Man, I will give it 8 ducks out of 10 ducks. I think the material is quality material. I think it's a good product. It has good reviews. It's called Rhino. You can get it at Walmart. It's got a nice shooting window and a nice door in the back, but man, it is a beast to put together. But we finally got it put together, and we're happy with the end result. So we talked about a hunt, talked about the pop-up, plugged the pop-up. Got to talk about Mummy's apple corn. Had this all over the ground. Shot the doe. She was probably 18 yards. Got a really good shot on her, and she maybe ran 35 yards, and I was able to find her right away. What other plugs do I have? That's about it on plugs. Oh, the winner of last week's trivia was Justin with Ted's Repair. Ted's Repair has been doing it for 17 years. They're in Austin, Texas. They repair paint, spray rigs, spray texture rigs, you name it. They are experts. They're pros. It's kind of a niche. You don't have very many people doing what they do, so they pretty much stay busy. But Justin with Ted's Repair answered the question. The plant is called Mullein. Am I pronouncing that right?
Mullen. And
oh, by the way, people are asking me, did I get a rash or a breakout down there? And no, not at all. I mean, this stuff is like velvet. It's just, if you ever get in a bind, go to the Mullen plant. So anyway, he got the trivia question right. I'm going to bring him a Texas Hill Country Hog Hunters hat this week. So he got it right. Let me see. We're getting into college football now. Today's matchup, Kentucky at Georgia. I got Georgia at home. Kentucky can give them a little scare, but I think Georgia's mad after getting beat by Bama at least last week. Wisconsin at Michigan. Wisconsin's kind of down. Traditionally, they've been pretty tough. They run the ball well, but they're not looking good this year. I like Michigan at home. Iowa State at Cincinnati. I'm going to go ahead and take Iowa State at home. I think they're going to make the college football playoff, and I think they're going to be in the Big 12 championship if they don't win it. Vanderbilt at Bama. Vanderbilt's undefeated. They're looking great, but Bama is mad. They lost to Vanderbilt on the road last year. Bama got the big win against Georgia. I think Bama is going to be on fire for the rest of the year. I like Bama at home. Boise State at the Golden Domers. I like Notre Dame at home. Boise State made the playoffs last year, but I think they lost a lot of players from graduation, and they're not too tough this year. Texas Tech at Houston. Texas Tech has got a good football team. I think they're going to be in the Big 12 championship with Iowa State. I think they're going to beat Iowa State. I think they can go to the college football playoffs, and I like Texas Tech at home. Mississippi State at the Aggies. Man, I have to go ahead and put my money on the Aggies. Mississippi State's looking a lot better. I think this one could be interesting, but Aggies at home. Miami at Florida State. I just think Miami's good. Florida State's a lot better than last year. They're playing pretty good, but I do like Miami on the road. This is a real good matchup here. Penn State at UCLA. UCLA's terrible this year, so I'm going to take Penn State. Kind of a bounce back game from last week. Texas at Florida. Man, Florida's 1-3, but they have a really good defense. I think Texas struggles. I think Texas gets it done, but it's close. I like Texas 28-24. I don't have my UT hat today. And then, last but not least, we're going to get back to a little Gunsmoke trivia. What actor played Chester Good on Gunsmoke? Give me the right answer, and you will get this authentic camo Farrell Calhoun paint hat, making the best quality paint since 1905. We will see you next week from South Padre Island. We're going down there, me and my wife and my daughter. She's fixing to go off to the Coast Guard, and it's our last hurrah with her. We're going to celebrate our 24th anniversary. We're going to do a redfish and trout charter fishing trip, and we're gonna have some footage hopefully of that, and do some tailgating from the beach. We'll see you then. Bye.